Hey mama, how you doing? Come in here for a little bit. Let's take a moment to just reflect. We're going to hop into peace in the pause. So today we're going to talk about renewed mind. Romans 12:2 says, God, renew my thoughts and give me clarity. Help me focus on what is true, pure, and good, and let go of the noise that distracts me. So I really feel like in this season, God is calling mothers to renew their minds in the way that they think and process things in a more healthy way. Because we think about so many things on a daily basis, like because we're not only thinking about ourselves, we have our children. If you have multiple children, you're thinking about multiple individuals. We're thinking about our spouses if we are married. Um, and also like things that like the flow of the household, you know what I'm saying, like whatever is making your household go around, these things are constantly on your mind. If you have a job, that's on your mind. Bills, that's on your mind. So sometimes when we allow these thoughts to overconsume us, it can get negative, it can get dark. And so I really feel like reflecting on Romans 12:2, we have to learn how to not allow these thoughts to overconsume us to the point where we're constantly thinking negative things, because those things that we think negatively come out in our emotions and how we treat our children or how we treat our spouses. We become snappy, we become overwhelmed, we become, you know, like we don't want to be bothered, we shut down, some of us. um and so that takes a more negative impact than just dealing it with yourself, because you're dealing with other people that are affected. Um, so I challenge you, mom, this week to sit down and think about what negative thoughts are you allowing to consume your mind on a daily basis? Or what negative thoughts do you think about that are coming from a problem that A, you have no control over, or B, that you have created in your mind your own scenario of how you think that this is going to play out? Because truth be told, majority of the things that we allow to consume our minds on a daily basis truly are out of our control. And God has really just been working on me all this in this season, because if I don't take the time to compartmentalize things in my mind that have no business being in there, like I said earlier, it's not going to only just affect me, but affect the others that are around me, my daughter, my husband, my family, my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually, it just gets to a point. It gets to a point. Okay. So, again, I challenge you, mom, this week to truly just reflect on the negative thoughts that consume your mind from either things that you have no control over or scenarios that you have created in your mind that just really don't even need to be there or exist. I know I am guilty of this on my own, okay? When I tell you my mind get the minding, yeah. But on a serious note, when you stop allowing the thoughts of you thinking more so negative to consume your mind, to thinking of more positive things, especially in situations that you may be thinking about or dealing with your children or dealing with your spouse, um, you will start to begin to see a shift in how not only do you approach situations, but also you'll start to see a shift in how you start to treat people, how you start to treat yourself, think about yourself. Because let's be honest, mama, like, you deserve to be thought about in a very nice way. I don't know why we get this thing in our mind where we have to beat ourselves up all the time. I really don't like that. I don't like that because we do so much, we give so much, um, and we deserve better for ourselves. So I just really want you, mama, to do that for yourself this week. Spend some time, again, we're journaling about this, reflecting on this, but also please, please, please spend some time with the Lord. Um, it's a lot of things that right now in my personal life that the Lord is trying to direct me with. And my old habits are starting to try to trickle in with the way that I think. And what's happening is that I'm learning to combat those old ways of thinking with new ways of thinking, which God talks about in Romans 12:2. I'm sorry, let me go back to it. Which God talks about in Romans 12:2. Focusing on what is true, pure, and good, and letting go of the noise, the unnecessary stuff. Like, baby, I can't even begin to fathom. I can't even begin to fathom, like, literally how I've just been like in my own head about stuff that doesn't even matter. It don't even matter. What matters is what's true. What matters is what's good, what is pure. These are the things that we need to focus on. And I'm beginning to see that. Like the more that I spend time with God and allowing him to really truly lead and guide me in everything that I do, the more I'm starting to see the importance of renewing the mind, renewing my thoughts, renewing, my old ways of thinking, renewing all those things and replacing them with what God wants me to focus on, which are things that are pure, good, and true. So, mama, let go of the noise. Let go of the unnecessary stuff that has literally nothing to do with what you need to be focusing on, that you have no control over. Let's let it go. Stop allowing, this is what my mama always tell me. Stop allowing things to take up space in your mind and live there rent free. We're like, okay, mom. I get it. I get it. So stop it. I mean, it's easier said than done. I'm just going to say that. It's easier said than done, but I know you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And take it step by step. Don't feel like you have to do all of this in one day. It takes time. Trust me, it takes time. I challenge you also to just take one thought. If you find yourself thinking negative this week, take that, reverse it into something positive. Take that and write it down and combat it with something that God says about it. Like, because whatever God says is true. Take it, combat it with the word. I challenge you to do that. Just one thing. It ain't got to be every thought because, sometimes we don't have time for that. But one thought, combat it with the word. Combat it with something positive. Write it down and just start there. One step at a time, mama. You got this. I love you and I'm praying for you.